Hello guys, I just wanted to make another Tryndamere mid video. This time I'm against Viktor. They have a Grave Jungle. So again, this video will be mostly about the Viktor matchup and how to invade the enemy jungler again as Tryndamere, how to deal with the Graves. Now here's the thing. You don't even have to lane too much as Tryndamere to actually win the game. Or more than often if you get roam opportunities, then you will roam, that's totally fine. So in here the game starts. I started with D-Shield, a potion, but maybe there is an argument over going for boots and 4 or 3 potions. That could be fine as well. Phase Rush could be a consideration. The problem is I kinda need DPS if I want to invade this guy, or if you wanna roam on top lane, and also if I like, as I feel like it just provides more DPS, you know, like none of them are really incorrect, they just provide different value. But in here for invade purposes it's a bit better to go for little tempo, and in this game it really showed off that little tempo wasn't bad. So I pinged that this is warded, right? I told my teammates actually, I didn't ping. Then what I did, I stepped up in here. He thinks that he's getting invaded or something, so people are pinging it on the enemy team. Of course I don't see it. And then I gonna ward and I just gonna get away. So Viktor rotates on me, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because even, I don't know where they are of course, but even if they rotate on me from in here or in here, I will be downwards and they can keep the pace. Also ready spawning, and Graves can delay his jungle clear speed, right? In here I ward, really important, to see if I get level 2, level 3 gank, to see where he's patting towards. This identifies if he wants to go for a level 3 gank on top or on mid lane. And also this tells us that he's patting downwards from raptors, and I can also invade him. So it gives me a lot of opportunities. This single ward. In here I spin in, I auto attack, I go for another auto swing of course, and I chip this HP down. And this looks like an even trade, but even trades are good. I mean, I guess it's a bit better than an even trade, right? These even trades are good because you have a really high sustain on Tryndamere, which means that even trades or beyond even trades are insanely good for you actually. Because that's how the champion just functions in here. I just auto attack, spin through the wave. He disrespects my early power spike. I swing in like 3 autos, right? I'm slowly pushing in here. But I need to get at least level 2, so I'm not rushing the whole thing. In here I got poked for no reason. I could actually back off and spare my HP. Yep. Okay, in here I just CSing, there's not much going on. I spin in, I get the level 2, I pressed E, and in my E animation I could press Ctrl Q for more damage on my spin. Then again I'm just slowly shoving the whole thing in. I'm getting minion blocks, so it's a bit hard to shove, but it works out. In here I should then pop a potion, I'm walking upwards. I took a little bit more damage than I should in lane, but right now my point is not killing Graves, because even in the best case scenario he just escapes without flashing, you know. My point is just to steal some of his raptors, to pull his raptor backwards, so his jungler clearing speed will be significantly slower, which allows my jungler to double scuttle or to invade him later on his bot side, just because his clear speed is delayed. Let's close this Google tab as well. Then here I'm trying to steal away some small raptors, and I should ban auto attack spin, not just spin away. Oh, I think I didn't hit this one. I could then take 2 raptors, that was a bit unfortunate. Viktor was rotating, so I didn't try to risk anything. But we still delayed his jungler clear because he's trying to fight me, right? You can see he's still here, he's taking his raptors, now he finished. And now this is warded, which means he could either come in here or just get away on the other side. And right now I'm just hovering in here, I'm not trying to go downwards, I'm just hovering. So I hold him in one place as well. Okay, and he's not here, he's here actually, and now his clear speed is delayed because he wants to go all the way like this. He wants to collapse on me as I said, but he couldn't, so sad for him. And now we know that he's rotating downwards, and it's 250, 49, 250 immediately, 250 now. And now he's walking to his camps, which means that he's lacking 3 camps, and it's when he reaches this area it will be most likely 250 plus, right? Yep, but in here I'm actually spamming bot lane. Graves is going bot, because he could just simply skip camps into a bot gank. It's not necessarily for him to to just simply get the camps. He can also gank bot lane, and watch out what I do. I think I'm gonna type it or ping it. I think I was typing, I think I was typing, I'm not sure if I pinged. Signals the enemy is missing, I think that's what I pinged in here, So I was pinging, because he could really easily be on bot lane. The problem is my teammates didn't respect it, so that's a bummer. I also posted my voice chat, but people didn't join it, so it's kinda hard to give some good shoot calls sometimes. Okay, in here I'm just CSing. Failing some CS here and there. And in here I'm just shoving, and we get another invade angle. And why do I say that? I can push this. And we know already Graves is here because he recently killed Jinx. I mean, he should be, not Jinx, I mean Kai'Sa. He was here. Few seconds ago he was exactly here. So we know most likely he will try to go for the Scuttle Scrub or for his blue camps. Now in here Shyvana had a mistake. Maybe I should ping her. She shouldn't go for like these cracks. Most likely she should manage to the Scuttle Scrap for an invade right on the Graves again. But I guess she just didn't care. In here I just shove, not a big deal, not much happening. And in here I rotate down for the crab and to go for an invade angle. Yep, in here I'm proccing the plant. In here I'm just holding him hostage, I'm just hovering around. He doesn't know Shyvana is here. I spin a bit too early. Yeah, I spinned a bit too early in here. That was a mistake from my side. And probably if I'm looking to invade at level 3, I should then put a point in my W instead of 2 points in my Q, which makes these invades a bit more smooth. In here we pick him up, of course. Not much to say, we just pick him up, we pick up his blue. We are hovering around. I was thinking to get the Scuttle Scrub. Then I remembered I can just get the mid wave into his topside Scuttle Scrub, because most likely he won't rotate bot lane, because he already knows his blue should be gone, his Scuttle Scrub should be gone, which means that there is no reason for him to be bot side. So I was like, okay, I started it, but I'm gonna skip it, right? There is no reason for me to do it. I just leashed it a tiny bit, and now I'm pushing my mid wave in here as fast as I could, but I wasted some time sadly. And because I wasted time, I couldn't shove, and I couldn't invade him quite in time because I wasted some time on bottom side. Yep, and in here I was a bit too late. I get into a fist fight with him, but I could then comprehend this Scuttle Scrap so he doesn't get like level 4. And in here I spin out. He flashes after me, and look, I bait him. And I hold into my flash right now. He has also flash because he didn't flash earlier on. I hold into my flash, I don't flash preemptively. So he has some hopes in himself that, oh well, maybe I can kill this Tryndamere, right? And he did flash, right? And now I flash before the second auto goes off. And now watch out what I do. I don't walk away completely just to secure this kill. So I know for a reason he has no flash. I'm telling Shyvana she has no F. Probably she already saw it as well, of course. And now I'm not walking away completely. Well, that didn't kill me. And I just W, right? The important thing is that I W in here. So he gets slowed, and then basically he's just dead to Shyvana because he can't escape because I slowed him. But I guess he would be dead anyways, but And now in here I just reset, not a big deal, there's not much happening. He just skipped. In here I rushed Ionian Boots. Although I don't have summoner spells, it's not a big deal because it affects all of my basic spells and my ultimate. Having faster rotations of ultimates means that you are more so able to snowball the game when it comes to dives. Okay, we are just picking up all of these, it's not much happening. In here I again assess because he could be randomly anywhere. And in here we are just shoving. And in here I'm fighting Graves because he's still dead, Like his mid lane, I had some mechanical problems of course in there, but his mid lane, because he's just tilted, he's just tilted after getting roamed on twice. And this is what a lot of low mental junglers will do, they will just, oh yeah, it was a bit of a misplay from my part. So this is what a lot of low mental junglers do, they will eventually just rage, roam, or just sit on a lane, they just don't care anymore. And now he's out of mana, and now he can't really clear his camps properly. He's just sitting on mid lane in hopes that they can kill me or something, but I don't know. And in here, I didn't know that Shen was pinging, I didn't know who was pinging because I didn't check chat. If I know Shen will ult me, I would posture forwards, but we still pick up the kill because I spin forward and we eventually picked him up, so it's fine. And because I have so low cooldowns because of Yoni and Boots of Lucidity, I can keep on chasing because my abilities will come off cooldown, right? And I also have more mobility than he has. I ping Shen on the way, right? I W, I have ult, right? I know for a reason he has no exhaust, no flash, no nothing. I spin in, you know, he picks up the kill, I allow him to pick it up because if I would try to last hit him, I would possibly die. So there is no reason to risk it. In here I was going downwards, but I didn't move my camera in time. So this was a slight mistake from my side. I'm walking this way and now I'm turning back. So that was a slight mistake from my side and I could at least get an assist. Probably I wouldn't save her life, but I could get an assist, so that was a slight mistake from my part, but I soaked the XP from her dead body at least. Because I was in the area, I do believe. In here I'm just trying to push, you know, not much happening. And even now probably I can afford to just go for a shove, use his EZ, I back off and his first strike is on, and now I'm slowly shoving because he has no more damaging abilities. While also I'm just low-key respectful of in there I missed the cannon, I should have auto spin, not spin. That was a slight mistake from my side, of course. But in here I already have whatever I wanted to. I have 700 gold on me. But I decide I see Grape stop and I see the other guy as well. I was moving my camera, really important thing to move your camera after fights, because you can see who is low. In here I force out on slash. Spin in, and he will flash in here, because I have more movement speed than he does. So he thought I have ult up, maybe that's why he flashed. Or ghost or something. So in here I'm just rotating back to mid lane. Probably Shen should ban rotate mid lane and I should ban take his top wave. I was trying to hold his wave but I failed. I was trying to hold the freeze and I realized that freeze probably wouldn't last shit because its Ornn is way above him sadly. So I shouldn't even try to force that freeze. Probably I should ban take the top wave and Shen should rotate mid. So that was a slight micro mistake from my side. In here I'm just start pushing this. And I'm rotating bot lane. Lulu has no ult yet, right? It's quite easy to get a pick on them and the other guy like Jinx has no flash either. So I'm just going bot lane, right? I'm rotating on bot lane of course, because it's really hard to like 1v2 to the enemy Graves, level 6 enemy Viktor of course, so I don't have to stay. It's not necessary because she can cover my mid lane after taking the Raptors, so Graves can't really, maybe he gonna take at max one plate, but I think she can just insta rotate so we don't lose out much out of that. So since I was in a better spot to gank bot lane than she was, I could just rotate downwards, just like that. In there, I W. Sadly, I should ban like sidestep this way. I just ran into it, so that was like a mistake from my part. Okay. Like there was a small one in here, but it was not visible, you know, because of the bush. So it kinda confused me a bit. But we still pick her up, but probably we shouldn't burn so much summoner spells. And in here, watch out! My ghost resets after the Lulu kill. So I'm forcing because my W my W doesn't even matter, my spin was up because of the cooldown reduction itself. And in here we just pick her up because I know for a reason Graves is mid, Viktor I don't care. I mean they don't even matter because they don't even have enough CC to stop me most likely. So I have ult up, I have HP and we are diving this guy, you know. We are diving this guy. We are not letting her go. Whether she likes it or not, we are not letting her go. And in here Kaisa was generous enough to, he pinged me to get the cannon for the double kill on bot lane. I was like okay, then I spin through the wave because Shyvana already took my mid wave, I just helped them to shove a tiny bit, I reset. And in here I go Essence River, I went cooldown boots, I go Essence River. Now the reason why I go for this, it makes your short trades a bit better, and Essence River you get it way faster on curve than TL4, Kraken or any other items, which means it's even easier to snowball the game. It's extremely good to snowball the game, it's extremely good in short trades. Even in all-ins you get like 2 or 3 rotations of Sheens, ideally usually 2. In here I left the ward in case the enemy Graves is hovering around since I don't have ult. So in here I'm just forcing some type of short trade, soon I spot the Graves. But we just let it go I think, or? I think this time I wasn't actually moving my camera. Yeah, this time I didn't give a shit because I was like, Shyvana should most likely win it, as ahead she is. So I think I wasn't considerate, but I could then at least like move my camera and try. In here I get a short trade on him, 1 auto attack, 1 E, 1 shin proc, and he trades back, but he needs to go defensive, which means if he goes for scaling Cull, if he goes for Seeker's Arm Guard for more defensive sets, means he doesn't have too much damage. So my short trades will be always more potent, since on some champions like Viktor, you got a Rush Danye first item, you can go full offensive, which means I will deal a bit less damage, but your damage will be way lower, you will have worse mana management since you don't have Lost Chapter, which also means that I will just out-sustain. Oh, that's his whole combo, that was his Q, E, and because of the durability patch as well, right? Look at my stats, right? So this actually helps a lot, and look, my Q is up every 10 seconds because of the cooldown boost, which means I can out-short trade him really easily. It's really just a no-brainer. I spin in again, I auto-attack, I W, and watch out what I do. I use my Q to get another Shin proc on him. For more damage, of course. Because eventually anything he throws at me, I will heal up. So it's not so concerning to use my Q offensively. And in here, my Q comes off again of rotation and I can use it again. So using my Q there, even if I was full HP, wasn't necessarily bad. See? You can use your Q even offensively on Tryndamere. Which is kind of funny because it lowers your damage since you have higher HP, but you get the Shin proc if you have Shin, so you can use it in that way more offensively. And in here we are rotating bot lane, right? Because I know for a reason Lulu already ulted to use most of the things they have. Also Graves is bot side, so I wanted to invade on him. But for some reason I got scared since I didn't move my camera on bot lane, so I thought they will rotate on me. So I didn't force, but I could ban really easily force this fight. I just hesitated for some reason and I spinned out. Oh, also there was a TP. Maybe that's why, I'm not quite sure. I was just kinda afraid of their bot laners. Actually, I didn't see this TP. But I guess this kinda justifies it then. Okay. So I need to rotate back mid, as obviously like Graves is already tilted, you know. I W him and I just sit around, right? I just sit around, I turn back because Shen is here. So we are collapsing on them, I spin in, we are fighting the other guy. And watch out what I do, I flash through his stun, so we secure the kill for sure. And in here I'm still forcing, because again, same thing as on bot lane, I have my ult up, I have my W up, right? There is no reason to let go of his Graves. We can just kinda like chase him to oblivion and kill him, right? We don't have to give up the kill if I have ult up, right? If you have ult up, you really wanna force this type of fights. In here we are just stealing his camps a tiny bit. He's pinging, he wants to go top lane. I'm like, fine, pick up the top wave. She picks up the next upcoming mid wave, so I just wanna reset. I'm taking my reset in here, buying my essence reward really quickly in here. I brought an agility cloak. And in here we're just going for another Graves fight. I was thinking to get his Scuttle Scrap, but since he was shoving mid lane, I don't wanna give up the middle wave for the Scuttle Scrap. I could then rotate down for Scuttler right now. I was also like perma pinging Shen don't force because I can get like 4 or 3 plates for free. So there is no reason to force right now. Like they could just monkey fight in here. But maybe I could then rotate also. I was just pinging Shyvana. They are also resetting, they're backing off, you know, they're not even pushing the tower, or even if they're pushing the tower, since she had Herald, we could then really easily break the mid tower, then break maybe the next tower as well, since 2 of them were topside, maybe 2 of them were recalling, right? So we could really easily get Vali out of it, but she chose fighting. But I told him if he backs off, I get 3 plates, I deny 1 wave, right? And even if Jinx shows up, she's gonna get dived, so they need Lulu. But if Jinx and Lulu rotates mid, because one of them is not enough, because one of them gonna get dived, then Kai'Sa gonna get the bot tower, so it's just an ultimatum right now. Not even the bot laners can rotate. Okay, now we are picking it up. And I wasn't even considerate in here. Shyvana could possibly 1v2, right? I wasn't considerate of that fight because I was pinging them away. I just wanted to take the plates because I'm gonna get like 3 plates, 2 waves, which are more valuable than trying to coin flip it. Because until I'm gonna walk top lane, likely they just gonna walk away, and I didn't want to risk it, so I went for the consistent play, 2 waves, 3 plates. That's like lots of gold, lots of XP in general, so is definitely better than a single kill. It almost makes up to 2 kills. Now this is kinda awkward when the minions are positioned that way. And here I pick up 3 plates of course, chip down a little bit the tower's HP. Sadly I couldn't get the whole tower, but I will get it after the plates fall, so a whole tower as well, really good. I see the grapes by the way in here, so he's trying to gank me, but it just doesn't work out for him. And in here I'm just trying to raise the awareness of the bot laner too. And in here I got caught actually. Like in here I didn't know why was he here. He was so random. I was just tunneling to gank the bot laners and he was sitting in here for no reason. Like I actually tunneled, but I should actually look at my W. So in here if my W is activatable it means he's in the bush. So probably I shouldn't spin into it, but I didn't expect him to be randomly in this bush just right now, because I could run him down as well, but I didn't see him actually. I could actually run him down, but I didn't see the guy because my camera was on bot lane, it wasn't on me. So I didn't know what's on me until I almost died in here. And I have to ghost the Q away of course. Maybe I didn't have to ghost, but just to make it sure. So this was actually a misplay from his side because he would be dead, but it was well played from his side. Because I was moving my camera on bot lane. So if he knows for a reason my camera is on bot lane and he does that, then it was insanely smart from his side, otherwise it was just an in-play. Okay, that worked. Okay, so in here we just get Essence River on curve extremely fast. Like I have an extremely cheap build and also with decent items in here just to snowball the game even harder, because if you look at the enemy team, no way we wanna get in mid-late game without having like gigantic advantages, you know? That's why I buy so many items on curve. And there's not much going on. I'm taking the reps in here. Shyvana is skipping them because she's rushing to Drake, so I'm like, it's totally fine. She secures the Drake. Now pushing in the mid wave because Kai'Sa is already covering top lane. Also we want to take the tower in here, so we just pick up the tower, pick up the Lulu as well. Or the orb. Alright, just let him go because he's too strong there. They get poked of course. Hit down, side spin in, there's not much going on. Now in here I'm rotating on the top laner, and I thought Graves actually backed up, but he only went in a bush. And I think I didn't move my camera. I saw him on the map, but I didn't see he's walking in a bush. So I could then actually walk directly towards the bush, so I make the play less risky, but I didn't move my camera. So that was like a camera issue from my side. And in here Kai'Sa almost dies because of that, but we still managed to secure the kill. Because he could really easily camp there. Now in here I save her life. Well, kinda. But I could then actually play that much more smoother. In here she just resets of course, because she does not need to be here. I'm gonna pick up the tower alone. We don't need really her help to do that, so I'm even spinning in here to get the Shin proc of course. That's why I'm spinning or queuing time to time, so I push faster of course. In here I see the guy, but I'm not committing because somebody could be around. Since we have vision in here, but we don't have vision whoever went in this side, so it's not necessarily to risk it. Also I had no reason to really be there, but I was just trying to go back. And in here I randomly bump into Ornn. And then I just spin out, you know, there's not much going on. I mean usually it should be bot lane honestly, but I guess the bot laners are defending it or what. In here I'm just shoving and picking up as many resources as possible of course. Pushing towards my Gale Force right now. So in here I came back on the guy, he warded it of course. And in here I could then probably spin over the thing, but it's most likely gone. So I just didn't care. In here again I'm picking up the wave, not the small crux. The small crux can wait because the wave gonna be too far. So I don't have to move all the way, I will pick up from an up close range. Spin on the whole thing, reset my fury, and I pick up these ones as well. They are split pushing the map as well. I'm splitting up the map as well, because if you look at the enemy team, they have so much AoE damage, so much teamfight capability, that we have some teamfight capabilities, but generally our team functions way better when it comes to getting picks, of course. Our team is just not that good in team fights as they are, so most likely in here you wanna split up the enemy team. That's the idea of the whole game plan. Okay, so we are picking up these minions in here, not much happening. Maybe I kinda get a little bit caught by one, but attack up, so it's fine. Also, this game I went for double tenacity, so it's because they have shit ton of CC, of course. I use the gates, of course. Spin, get through it. I'm hunting for Jinx right now. Or to just split with bot lane, of course. Not necessarily for Jinx, but just to get the bot lane. That's the main goal. Getting a kill on Jinx is just an extra thing. So I'm walking back for the other minion. In here I'm slowly but carefully pushing because I can just balls deep push because everybody could camp here or they could hover around, which means I can't really just rush it. But now I'm showing up because if they're not taking the wave right now and rotating somewhere, but it usually means that they're not here. But I could then play it safer though. Actually I've been talking like so quickly that my voice kinda hurts a bit. Voice gland, or how is it called? In here I would think I was typing something, some info, I'm not sure what. I ghost because I was typing something with F, like I'm not sure, an item, or I don't know what did I type, something with F. And in here I'm just pushing as hard as I can, of course. Shen gonna tip it down and we're gonna eventually end the game, but in there I had like a slight mistake. I didn't use my R. I didn't know why did I hold so much into it. There will be like a last fight. So in here, as I said, we are hard pushing, and in here I forgot to ult actually at the ending. That was like a mistake from my part, where we could end like 30 seconds earlier, but my team still ended, which is fine, but it was still a mistake from my side. So in here I forgot to ult. And we are basically still ending now. So this is how you snowball with the Tryndamere on mid lane. You don't even, as I said, you don't necessarily have to fight the enemy champion. You can just play like your enemy laner, of course. You can just kinda like play like a Talon. I'm not even mad for not getting kills, but usually on Tryndamere you want to get kills so your item spikes can accelerate, but sadly I couldn't get a single kill. I just only got 8 assists. But it's fine, like I don't care about that much about KDA. Mainly I care about ranking up. If I get 8 assists and I win, it's completely fine. I'm not like I'm not bitching too much about those things.